Biofeedback devices have been used for decades for a variety of conditions. Some of them are highly effective for the purpose they have been designed. Others are not. Some are based more on divination than science. For example, note these comments about one such device. The QXCI made the bold step of taking into the realm of computerized medical diagnostics a process that was previously only applied in oracles and divination systems like the tarot. Just as a tarot has proven over the centuries to be a valuable tool to access complex information, so has a QXCI been a valuable addition to many practitioners. It should be noted that TrueRife does not endorse tarot cards, oracles, or any form of divination as a valuable tool. Some of these devices' circuitry is little different than a Las Vegas slot machine. When the device is triggered by a physiological response, the fruit begins to roll within the slot machine circuitry. But instead of displaying lemons, cherries, or oranges, a list of medical conditions are given. Other scanning devices claim to input signal in, then listen for resonance of the signal coming out. Doing this might be compared to hearing a flea drop dead at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. The body is so vast, how in the world can one actually listen for such variance? To validate the effectiveness of any scanning device, one can use the monkey test. Simply place the biofeedback probes on a banana, start the program, and wait for your results. If the scanner being tested gives you a list of frequencies and tells you the banana is suffering from congestive heart failure, a candida yeast infection, and a host of other diseases, you may want to reconsider the accuracy of such a device. The best known device in the biofeedback world is the lie detector, as used by law enforcement. Such a device monitors the central nervous system's response to stress. When stress occurs, the central nervous system will cause a number of changes physiologically. One of the easiest to measure is a change in skin conductivity, which will elevate in as little as a fraction of a second. The practitioner of such a device must establish a baseline. He must be skilled in interpreting the stress readouts. This form of biofeedback is good enough that law enforcement will use it as an investigative tool, but because of potential false positives due to other stresses, it cannot be used in a court of law. The central nervous system is the body's own scanner. It will respond to physiological changes at the smallest levels, whether it be a tickle in your nose or the assault by a ragweed spore on someone with allergies. The central nervous system is the best scanner ever built. TrueRife's approach to scanning is to scan the scanner, or scan the central nervous system's response to internal stresses that may occur during any given session. This rise in conductivity will be heard as the GRS emits an audible tone. The GRS then sends this information to a microprocessor within the F-117 itself, which associates this hit with the current running frequency, as well as a database of research indications to match those frequencies. The researcher can then access this information. To begin, simply plug the scanner into the back of your F-117, as well as an electrical outlet. The advanced hand control should be placed comfortably in the hand. If you are right-handed, it should be placed in the left hand. If you are left-handed, place it in the right hand. This will increase sensitivity of the hand control for most users. The green light on the scanner hand control should be off. Now calibrate the scanner baseline control counterclockwise so that it stops chiming. To increase sensitivity, you can turn a small degree clockwise after the chime stops. You may be able to see the red LED just begin to light dimly in some cases. The scanner is now set for maximum sensitivity. Any significant increase in stress during the session will trigger an audible tone, which will be recorded in the software. Place the spiral bulb under the shirt on the stomach area. Then access a program that you want to scan for. It can be any program from the TrueRife frequency list. Start the program and choose Run. Stay relaxed during the scan. After 10 minutes, you may want to pause the program and check the baseline by dialing slightly clockwise to verify sensitivity. During the first 10 minutes of the session, it is not abnormal for the baseline to change, as people will generally become more relaxed, reducing their stress levels. Thus the need to recheck the baseline. When an audible tone occurs, you will see an asterisk appear on the program. This indicates that the current running frequency is being recorded. Other frequencies that may follow in the program will not be recorded until the baseline is reset. At this point, you can reset the baseline. You do not need to pause the program to do this. Once the program is finished, you simply click File, GRS Hits. The recorded program will be displayed. It is not unusual to only pick up one hit per session when scanning this way. At times there may be no hits in an entire session. The record was over 30 hits within a single session of about an hour and a half. You can now choose Save As and name the file My Hits or whatever you choose. Next, you can check the Database Hits tab in your software. A list of possible connections of the recorded frequencies will be displayed. This database is based on researchers' best understanding to date of the correlation between specific frequencies and certain conditions. The database is for research purposes only and is not to be construed as medical advice or diagnosing any specific medical condition. Each list is segmented by a line indicating the next database list that was generated for the next frequency hit that was previously recorded. By comparing the two lists, you may find that some of the same conditions or pathogens are listed on each list. This may be a starting point for research. Next, we will discuss some advanced scanning techniques used by researchers. Note the red button on the hand control. This can be pushed down after an audible chime occurs on the GRS indicating a hit. A green light on the hand control will light. If the audible chime is still present with the green light active on the hand control, this indicates a very strong hit. Another technique of advanced scanning is to manually record the frequency stresses that occur during a Rife session. Some researchers are sensitive to frequency stresses. These stresses are often referred to as hits by researchers. Such stress may occur during sessions as goosebumps, watering of eyes, slight muscle spasms, the sinuses clearing or a runny nose, prickles in the scalp, churning of the stomach, feet and hands getting twitchy, breathing rate change, quickening of the pulse, a group of muscles going soft or strong, nerve pathways begin to tingle, noise in the ears alter or can go from loud to soft. Low-level pain in joints increases, then falls away quickly. A random tingle in the body. A feeling of warmth in the tissue or sweating. To integrate these hits, simply click the Memorize button. When another frequency hit occurs, you can do the same. These will be stored in the GRS hit list, which you can save as a custom program.